What kind of music you listen to before race?
For me, I don't really listen to music. I kind of just sit
Ooh,
there and think in like my own little world.
all right.
Mhm.
I like
Like
that. I like that.
I'll warm up, won't listen to music, and then after I'm done warming up, I'll either just like go talk to someone or just sit there by myself and think about how I'm gonna execute.
All right. I like that. I like that. That's a different answer. I don't. You don't hear that too often. Really.
Late Night Media, we are back with another episode. We are with another freshman phenom from this year, Nate Ricciuti. He had an incredible freshman year. I'm going to rattle off some stats for you, and then we'll go ahead and get this thing started. But he was a Whippeal Championship winner in the 110 hurdles as a freshman, likely going for the four-peat next 3 years. And I don't see why that couldn't happen. He finished ninth place in the 300 hurdles at Whippeal Championships. At New Balance, the national meet, he finished fifth in the freshman 110 hurdles. He also was a second team All-State. He was a first team All-State freshman, along with a first team All-National team freshman. Along with that, his PRs on the outdoor season were at one for the 110 hurdles were 14:61. The 300-meter hurdles, he was at a 41:26, and then for the long jump, he is at a 22. Doesn't do the long jump quite as much as he does the hurdles, but also has a pretty good number there. So working on it for sure. But Nate, go ahead, introduce yourself, bud.
I'm Nate. I don't do much other than track. I kick for our football team, and it's basically it. Haven't been running hurdles very long. I started 2 weeks before my 8th grade season ended, so I hadn't really done much. But I qualified for nationals in my last race of the year and decided to go just to like get a feel for the environment. And I ended up placing third overall. So it's just stuck since then.
So pretty cool that you got to just throw yourself in there and it's stuck. Were you nervous the first time you were going to go do the hurdles?
I would say that I wasn't necessarily afraid, but I wasn't really completely calm doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different event, man. Like you're running and jumping, and you've seen those video clips of people busting, getting messed up on those. Has any of that been like a deterrent, or was it kind of you just hit the ground running and it just stuck?
Basically, I mean, I hadn't had any falls till like the start of my freshman year, and it only ever happened in practice. So
That's not bad then if it's only a
yeah,
practice. So walk me through. I guess like I told you earlier, I'm a thrower, so
Mhm.
the hurdles are very foreign to me. I know you got to run fast, you got to jump, but walk me through like a training week for you guys. What are you working on? What are some things that they do that just you don't have to worry about as a regular sprinter?
I'll go from our week before Whippeals. So that first week, the first day, I didn't do anything but speed work for the first two days. Just like ladders, like 200, 150 repeats, nothing other than speed. And then the third day, I did speed over the hurdles. So I did a workout where I started with 10 hurdles and then went down to 8, 6, 4, and then 2 with like a 6-minute rest. But it was fast. The hurdles were closer, but they were lower. So it was just me getting my feet on the ground. And then the fourth day, I did rhythm stuff where the hurdles were way closer. And it was just like choppy steps, keeping the same steps throughout the hurdles. And then the day before, I did block starts over the first 2 hurdles. That's
Okay,
basically just
yeah,
like what a week is.
yeah.
Mhm.
So with that being said, is it for you more of like finding a rhythm? Is it more just kind of going with the feel of it when you're running? Like walk me through that mentality.
I mean, honestly, it's just after I start, I just see how fast I can go and
Yeah,
try to get my feet down.
yeah, right,
I don't
yeah.
really think much about that.
I mean, listen, that's a cool thing. Like if it's all instinct, you could just kind of go and just get rolling through it, right? What do you think the hardest thing to work on a training week? Like, what's the hardest thing for you to kind of overcome?
My hardest thing is some weeks, like very certain weeks, very certain days, will practice on full height hurdles and full distance. And me being like I would be considered a short hurdler. I'm only like 5'9", It's just getting over the hurdle and clearing them smoothly. Like in my race at nationals, at the finals, I hit every single hurdle throughout the race.
Wait, you hit each one?
Every single one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that didn't affect your time at all, or
Not
potentially?
really.
Oh, okay.
I think a little bit because in the prelim and the final, I ran the exact same time. I ran 14.77 in the prelim and the final. So I honestly think that if I was smoother over, then that would definitely help my time a lot.
Yeah. I mean, listen, consistency's there. And like you said, if you didn't hit those hurdles, I mean, who knows what you would have gone. But I mean, there's room for improvement. And, you know, you keep working the way you're doing, it's going to get there.
Mhm.
What do you get more excited for? Like a big meet or a team meet? Like nationals
Definitely the big
versus a team
meets.
meet. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely the big meets. Meets that are more individual and like I can choose to just run the 110s.
Right.
That's really what I look forward to. Team meets, they don't really matter as much. I still go out there and try my best just to see if I can lower my times any little bit more. Like first time I ran 14, it was at a quad meet with like no competition.
Right.
Like if you were to watch that race now compared to my races like that I run recently, it's just completely different.
Yeah. Different feel for it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to speak on it really fast, just because you kind of did. But I remember the TSTCA meet, and then I believe it was the Washington Green meet. I from between that and then the finals at Slippery Rock, it was just like obviously it's a bigger field, Slippery Rock, obviously, but those other two meets are two big meets. Probably didn't go exactly the way you wanted to, but I definitely could see a difference in the way you were running at Slippery Rock compared, as the season went on, your progress got a lot better. Is that just, you think
Yeah,
that's
like
just
at
dedication to
TSTCA
training?
in the prelims, I ran 16.1.
Yeah. Do you think that was just like dedication to your training on getting better, or do you think maybe it just all started to click?
I think that it just all started to get in because I know I had the speed and I know that my hurdle form was good enough. So I think that like as the season went on, I got more comfortable hitting hurdles, more comfortable having a bad start and picking up speed throughout the race. So I think it just all came together throughout those early meets.
Okay. And then just touching on the team aspect real fast. I know you guys actually for a team had a pretty good year. You won I believe the Washington Green meet for the 2A team, and then you guys made the
Mhm.
playoffs for a team. What do you think how are you looking next year? You think you're going to be pretty loaded again?
I think our boys team's going to be really good. The girls side, we're not bad. We just don't have the numbers we should. We had like 12 girls this year. So on the boys side, we should be good. We should make finals in the playoffs. We missed finals this year by like 2 points in a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that was close beats.
I want to circle back to one thing that you mentioned. I think it's a good mindset to have facing adversity. You said something when you were talking to Murph there that you've learned, like, even if you get a bad start, you can still pick up speed and catch up to where you were, or, something like that. It's one of those things where it's that competitive mentality. Like, you just don't give up, right? You know what I mean? You just got to keep going.
Yeah.
You'll face that, anytime you're on the blocks. You know what I mean? It can happen at any moment. So being able to not shut down and just keep going and finding what works is really important. And that's good that you already have faced that and conquered that.
Yeah. An example was at our section championship in the finals, it was me and Braden Lunger from Charleroi. He was my biggest competition all year because he was at a lot of our section meets. So it was all year I raced him and he beat me all year until section championships. And my start wasn't bad. Like it wasn't great, but it wasn't like he had me through the first hurdle, but he always really does. So after the first hurdle, I was like, I got to catch up. So I just picked up speed and I ran 14.6 that meet. That was the first time I ever went anything under 14.8. That was just like, I'd say that was my best race all year.
Now,
Even
would you
though
say
it's
it's
not
probably your most memorable meet?
Yeah, either that or Whippules, just because I came into Whippules thinking like, I'm going to get top 5. I'll go to states, see what I do there. That's all I was really worried about. I wasn't really worried about winning because I know that I have 3 more years to win. So going into the finals, I was like, I'm not leaving the 1 seed because like last 3 hurdles of my prelim, I didn't really push much because I'm going to keep some in the tank for the finals.
Right.
And going like at the blocks at the finals, I was beat through the first 2 hurdles. Braden Lunger had me beat. And then My dad said that in his video, he told me to pick it up. And that's when I got ahead of him. So I think it was just like when I was seeing it through my eyes, he was ahead of me. I was like, this is the biggest race of my year. I got to pick it up. I got to beat him. And then I finished it and came out with the goal.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool that you had that mentality going through like the whole Whippeals where it's like, I just got to do this. I got to get there. I got to get there. And then once you're there, it's like, wait a minute. I can hang with the big dogs. Like I can do this. I can win. And again, starting off behind and able to finish strong, sometimes that's more important, right? Than having a perfect race or having the perfect start.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you think? Do you think that might be like the biggest lesson you've learned too? Or is there still something you think that you could learn from this year as a freshman going into your sophomore year?
I'd say so far that that's my biggest lesson. It's just like, even if you have a bad start or your first hurdle's bad, you can pick up speed throughout the race and finish it hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. What was your experience like in nationals?
It was fun. Like, that's the whole thing. Whole reason I go is just because the first year I went, I had such a fun time. Just watching everyone compete at that high of a level was so much fun to me. And then getting into it, it's like when I'm in the prelim, I'm like, this isn't a prelim that if I win, I instantly make finals. I have to run a good time. So I try to push it in the prelims. So I knew going into my prelim at this year is I was the top seed in my heat. I got a good heat. I was in the middle heat in the middle lane. And when we went into set, the gun clicked and only me and another kid heard it. And then I thought someone false started, but we ran it back. And then, because my start wasn't good. Like I sat in the blocks. I always wait for the gun. That's what happened at my prelim at Whippeals. So it was just a bad start. And it was coming out of the blocks. I was just like, I need to win this race. I need to put down a good time because I could go home right now.
Yeah, right.
So
go big or go home type deal.
Exactly. I don't want to go home yet.
How gnarly is it? Like, especially when you're in the middle lane, you're running and you're jumping, and there's there's people next to you doing the same thing, and there could be a little bit of chaos there. How wild's that?
It's crazy.
Yeah. I always tell people, like, when we throw, it's like you watch one person go and then you go, it's not like a thing where there's multiple things happening at once and someone beside you could affect you if they fall into your lane, stuff like that. Like there's different. It's just different. It's different,
Like that was a big thing my dad used to talk about going into nationals last year, for middle school. He was like, you won every race. None of them have even been close. There's going to be traffic. You're going to hit other people. It's going to be a completely different feel. And it was like, I wasn't really uncomfortable, but I definitely wasn't as comfortable as I had been before.
Right.
So go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying that's a different competition altogether because like it's the best of the best are there, right? Everybody had to run a certain time to get there. The competition's just a little bit steeper, but like you said, you enjoy that. You kind of thrive off of that feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question, and we're gonna get into like some of like the fun stuff here, kind of with your team and that. If we interviewed your team, right, what's one thing they would say about you?
I don't know.
This is always the awkward question.
Honestly, like I couldn't tell you what they think because I feel like they act different around me than they actually like say about me.
Okay.
Because I've had my success, but they might think that because I'm a freshman that I'm gonna get ahead of myself.
Right.
And just think that I'm like, that I can like boss people around and do all this stuff. But that's not, I try to not be that way.
Yeah.
Because I encourage the team. I encourage people to come out for the team. I think they would say that, I don't know. I don't know what they would say.
I love that question because it's a tough one because you just don't know, right? It kind of could throw you off a little bit. What kind of music do you listen to like before meet, like to get you pumped up?
For me, I don't really listen to music. I kind of just sit there and think in like my own little world.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I like
like
that.
I'll warm up, won't listen to music, and then after I'm done warming up, I'll either just like go talk to someone or just sit there by myself and think about how I'm gonna execute.
All right, I like that. That's a different answer. You don't hear that too often. I like that. Is there something that you like to eat before meet? It could be the night before for dinner. It could be pre-meet. Like something you like to eat? Just anything.
The night before, I always eat some sort of like pasta. I don't
Yeah, I knew
really
you were gonna
know
say that.
if I have to like carb load since I don't run very far, but like I
Right.
still do. But like I won't eat spaghetti. I would just eat like normal plain butter noodles.
Really?
Hmm.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah. But
I feel like all runners do that carbo load right before, even if they're sprinters. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And then before a race, like 20 minutes before, I'll eat a pack of Mott's fruit snacks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
listen, I can't talk trash on that one because I literally had some of my kids last night. She had a fruit pack and she grabbed me one and I had some of those and they were good.
They're good.
Oh yeah. So let's look here. Let's try to do I have a list of questions. We're gonna do a rapid fire. I want them right off as like instinctive as you can. Just when I say answer them, okay? All right, here we go. Favorite athlete.
Mm, Grant Holloway.
Okay. Dream college.
Auburn.
Favorite shoe brand.
Nike.
Favorite sports movie.
Coach Carter. The Coach Carter
Okay.
one. I don't know.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night person? Night. Favorite snack.
Mott's fruit snacks.
Okay. Coffee or energy drink?
Neither.
Neither. Personal record you're most proud of?
My 1461 in the 110s.
Perfect. Nice. Nice. All right. Good. So what's your goals going into your sophomore season?
I have like a list of goals. I have a list on my phone that I'll
All
just
right.
read out. So next year, I think I'm going to triple jump. So I want to
Okay.
jump 42.6. I want to long jump 22.2. I want to go sub 40 in the 300s and sub 14 in the 110s.
All right. Now, are you doing any training over the summer to help achieve these goals? Like, are you meeting with someone or do you have like a plan?
I have my own plan. Like my coach gave me a lifting plan to do. And just
Right.
other than that, I've been doing like my own sort of hurdle stuff.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
that proves some dedication right there, right? You know, there's no one on your back hounding you. You're able to get up and get going and doing it yourself because you're motivated. And that's
Mhm.
very important, especially if you want to go to the next level. If you could compete against any athlete, past or present, who would it be?
Wow. That's a hard question.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably like the world record holder back in 1940.
Okay. Just to
Just
see.
to see if yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That's a good answer. Actually, I really like that answer. Is your goals to like continue this into college or is that just too far
Mhm.
away to worry about?
I've definitely thought about it, and I would enjoy competing in college or maybe going
Nice.
even to the next level.
All right. Cool. Who pushes you harder in practice? Is it you or your coaches?
I think it's my teammates
Okay.
because I had a hurdler this year who started out running. He ran like 16.5 the first meet. He tore his ACL his sophomore year and hadn't ran hurdles since. And he's a senior, so he really pushed me and I pushed him because at the end of his season he ran 15.1.
Nice.
Got, I think, 4th at Whippeals and made it to states. And this was the most amount of people we've ever had go to states this year.
Right.
And to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
two in the same event is just
And that's pretty cool too
unreal.
that you guys were able to like push each other and
Mhm.
make each other better. Would you say like he kind of like took you under his wing at first?
I would say, because
Yeah.
at the start of the season, he'd always beat me out of the blocks for like the first 2 months of the season till like right before Whippeals. Even
Mhm.
after Whippeals, he'd still beat me in practice. But like 2 days before states, the day before we left, me and him lined it up and I beat him out of the blocks for like the very first time. And like my coach noticed it. He was like, "You've progressed your starts so much throughout the year that he used to like beat the crap out of you out of the blocks. And now you're ahead of him. That just shows how much you guys have pushed each other throughout the year." So I think he has pushed me the most.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things where like, it's always good to have that big brother, little brother kind of like relationship when you first start out. I know like in football and wrestling, I've always had someone there kind of to help me along the way. In track, it was a little bit more friction. You know, me and the upperclassman that was there didn't always see eye to eye. And we didn't, we elevated each other, but we didn't have like the greatest connection and like a big brother, big little brother type scenario. So it was fueled more by competition and that's how it just went that way. But that big brother, little brother thing is always cool to have. And then, hopefully since you saw good results from that, you can do that to someone, as you get older and as you progress. So, buddy, listen, we appreciate having you. Thanks for taking the time out to come hang out with us. I know I speak for Murph here, but if you ever need anything, you reach out to us. We're happy to have you. We're happy to bring you along, and hopefully we can watch you progress and grow in the sport each year. Okay. Everyone
Yeah,
else.
thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, bud. Absolutely.
Mhm.
To our viewers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one. Lane A Media out.